would like to first greet the members of Aguila, the personalities who have made all of this possible. First of all, I'd like to greet my good friend, Congressman Art Celeste of the 1st District of Pangasinan. He was the one who unceasingly was trying to convince me to run for Congress here in the 2nd District of Pangasinan. He did the groundwork, maybe also because he ran for governor in 2019 and so was more familiar than I of the political landscape in the 2nd District of Pangasinan. I owed Art a great debt of gratitude because when I ran for governor, although unsuccessful in 2016, because I thought that this province deserved better. Although I lost, in his district, I won in 9 out of 10 towns. And for that, I will be forever grateful to Art Celeste. Palakpakan po natin. I'd like to greet Cesar Tiambao, former mayor of Bayambang, a pillar of Pangasinan society. If it were not for Mayor Tiambao, I would also not be here standing before you today. He was instrumental in my seeing that I had purpose to run for congressman in the 2nd District of Pangasinan, that I could be part of a bigger cause. If not for him and his capacity to be a bridge for me, I would not be here standing before you today. I would have failed in my quest to become congressman of the 2nd District. Manong Cesar, thank you so much. Governor Monmon Gico III, a young politician who has shown me so much promise. One of the 2 reasons why I am here in front of you all today, because although I failed in 2016, although my friend Art Celeste failed in 2019, we continued to see the need for change in the province of Pangasinan. And Monmon Gico embodied that change, as he had shown in few short years as congressman of the 5th District of Pangasinan. Gov. Monmon, you are one of the reasons why I stood as a candidate for congressman in the 2nd District, because I wanted you to have the best chance to win as governor of this great province of Pangasinan. Why are we here in front of the Capitolio? Because we fought so hard for this, that Governor Monmon would become our governor. Because the other big reason for me to run for congressman was that after surveying the 2nd District of Pangasinan, each and every town, each and every barangay, I saw that I could bring great progress to this district with the experience and the expertise I gathered through the years being Congressman of the 5th District of Pangasinan. I saw that I could bring it here, I could have purpose, I could bring a better life to all of the 2nd District of Pangasinan. I am from Lingayen. I won in Lingayen. And this place is in Lingayen. And God, this place is so meaningful to me, especially now that we have new hopes for our province because both of us, Art Celeste and all our allies, are here with us, helping us. I'd like to greet some friends of the past. Here today is Tita Alice Perez, wife of my mentor in politics, Amadito Perez Jr. With her are her family members, her son, Bonnie Perez, and her daughter, Ted Perez Nagyat. Without their family, without Amadito Perez Jr., I would not have had the learning experience of 9 years as Congressman of the 5th District of Pangasinan. And for that, I will forever be grateful to the Perez family. Palakpakan po natin sila. With me also here, I invited guests of the past. Nandito po ang ilang mga malalaking personality sa 5th District of Pangasinan. Nandito po si Mayor Art and Mayor Emma Chan. Palakpakan po natin sila. Former Mayor Manny Cunyago of Alcala. Mayor-to-be of the town of Bautista, Eddie Ong. Mayor Nato and Mayor Dita Abrenica of Villasis. Eddie Cruz, Councilor of Alcala. Wala si Tatay Mogod, no? Si Congressman Monching Gico. Eric Biason of Sison, Boy and Sally Alarcio of Lawak. I would like to take this opportunity to endorse all of my friends in the 5th District to Mayor Monching, to Congressman Monching Gico of the 5th District of Pangasinan. These friends of mine are reliable allies. I hope, Congressman Monching, you will take care of them, and I will assure you that they will take care of you. Thank you both. Days after the election, I started working. I started visiting all the departments, the national government departments of the district. We visited the DepEd, we visited the DPWH. I invited the Water District, Sempelco, and we talked about the various problems facing the district. How to improve the quality of our roads, our bridges, our schools, our electricity, our water system. And our work is cut out for us. Ang dami pong gagawin. I made it clear to our district engineers at DPWH, hindi na pwede yung dating gawin sa mga barangay roads na funded by the congressman, we require 6.1 meters width of paved road with an 8.1 meters width of right-of-way. We will not compromise on these standards. Kung hindi pumapayag yung sa ganon sukat, lalaktawan po namin. We will set examples of wide barangay roads, straight barangay roads, wide bridges, lalaktawan po namin yung may ayaw. Because at the end of the day, I believe that the purpose of a politician, of a congressman, is not to be here forever. It is to set an example of what is the right thing to do, even if it is politically challenging. I think that those in the 5th District that are here know me for that. And that is what, yan po ang aking gustong pairalin din sa 2nd District ng Pangasinan. I have asked the DPWH district engineer to make an inventory of all the trees violating the road right-of-way on national roads in the 2nd District of Pangasinan. I told her to apply to the DNR that we should cut all those trees, as we did in the MacArthur Highway in the 5th District of Pangasinan. Over 2,000 trees pinutol po namin, which gave way to now the nicest highway in the province of Pangasinan, in my opinion. So yun po, I will always look for funds for trees right of place outside the road right of way. Let's set a new standard. I'd like also all of you to know that I have gone to see our new President Bongbong Marcos. We spoke for over an hour, mostly about energy. I have been championing cheap electricity for the Philippines for over 15 years now. And para pong everything is falling into place, bigay po siguro ng ating Panginoon ang lahat ng pangyayari, parang umuugma, na finally we will be able to take the first steps in a long process, a decadal process that will end up with electricity at half the price it is today. Yan po ang aking paglalaban. But the conversation was not only about electricity. It was also about our, what turns out to be, ecotourism zone proclaimed by then President Fidel Ramos sa istansa sa Linggo. 200 hectares ang aking original thought, but the governor tells me there's more land, up to 300 hectares. Pinakiusap ko po kay President BBM na kung pwede, amendahan niya ang proklamasyon para maging economic zone instead of ecotourism zone. Payag siya, Congressman. We also mentioned to him that we need an east to west expressway, toll road, and that the first leg, kung ako po ang masusunod, would be from TPLX through Bayambang, through San Carlos, to Lingayen, maybe with a spur going towards Dagupan to make the project financially viable. Sinabit ko po ang LiDAR data. I have a copy of Project Dreams LiDAR data for the entire province of Pangasinan. Sinabit ko po yan sa isang foreign company, a Chinese state-owned company, that has the financial capability to fund the project all by itself if we acquire the right-of-way for said project. So, hiningi ko po kay Presidente, Mr. President, pwede bang pondohin ng gobyerno ang pagbili ng right-of-way? Sang-ayon din po siya dyan. So, tatrabahuin po natin yan. I also mentioned to him that we should have an international airport. Maybe at the boundary of Lingayen, Binmaley, and either Calasiao or San Carlos. I've also mentioned this to the President. He said, I have nothing against it, let's study it. Ganun din po, nabanggit ko po sa kanya, sana po, Mr. President, meron kaming container port sa bayan ng Sual. And although that is already in the first district, damay-damay po yan lahat. Kung may economic zone tayo sa istansa, dapat may labasan ng goods. Sa isang container port, dapat po may international airport para walang problema ang dayuhan dumating sa economic zone. Dapat po meron tayong tollway papuntang TPLEX so that we are accessible to our markets. And the President was positive about all of that. Even a second phase from TPLEX going east to the 6th District, and a third phase from Lingayen to Bulungan. So lahat po ng vision ng Agila ay sama-sama po kaming lahat na sumusuporta. And so, I am so enthused and hopeful for this samahan namin ng Team Agila. I will work towards its success. I know that I will not be here forever, but we will make our mark and we will make sure that we will set a good example for those that will follow us. I need your help, mga taga 2nd District of Pangasinan. Hindi lahat ng aking gagawin, sasang-ayon ang lahat. Firm believer po ako na imposible pong gumawa ng masarap na omelette kung hindi tayo handang magbasag ng itlog. And so, some of what we will want to do will cost political capital, but they are worth doing. I ask you to have an open mind, to listen to the explanations of how it will benefit us, and to help me make these projects come true. Lastly, I would like to mention the person who, without her support, none of this would have been possible. The person who has been my rock, the mother of my children, the love of my life, my soulmate, my anchor, person who was willing to risk her own inheritance, not mine, her own inheritance, to support me in what I wanted to do, no matter the consequence. Wala pong iba kung hindi ang aking mahal na asawa na si former Congresswoman Kimi Duhuangco. With that, my friends, I look forward to 3 years of hard work. The celebration, this occasion, is simple. It's not really a celebration, it's a Thanksgiving. Because the celebration should happen after we accomplish something for the people, after we accomplish the landmarks along the way. We will celebrate for each and every one, I assure you. But now, for now, let's buckle down to work. Let's fulfill ang lahat ng pangarap na na-create natin sa taong bayan. Maraming salamat po.
Saan ba? Sa training.